All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to live. Anybody here on it yet? So, Michael Lee, sign in. Hi. All right, Semaj is in.
Hey, now.
Here we got Semaj and Chef Lubin. All right, let me see. Let me get my other phone in here. Let's see who else is joining us. Hi, sis. Thanks for joining.
What do we got? What do we got?
Did you join in? But you're here, so that's good.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively, I'm here.
That's gonna be a hard one. So we're gonna cut it out.
Cut me off.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want no feedback. Hi, everyone that's joining in.
Good evening,
Hi,
everyone. Thank
Daphne.
you early bloomers.
Yes, thank
early
you guys.
risers.
So we're about to start here.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Just making sure we go and watch live. 1 second. I'm trying to go in. Oh, there we go. There it is. Darn it. Yes, we're in there. All right. I see all you guys chiming in.
Yes, thank you for chiming in, folks.
Awesome sauce.
Please get ready for an awesome culinary journey, an event planning journey, and all out. Get yourself ready for your next special event journey.
Yes.
We got Mel and Chef Lubin this evening.
All right.
We got Michael Lee.
Got Michael Lee over here doing her thing.
Absolutely,
my assistant.
absolutely.
Hi, sis. Hi, Daphne. I see you guys. Awesome. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So, guys, just want to do a quick recap. Welcome to Live with Mel. You're here with Semaj Catering with Chef Lubin.
Hey, now.
We started this whole segment. Started on Monday. We had Chef Mimi with Lux Cakery on board. We had yesterday Lauren with 1023. Right. So today we wanted to take you to a culinary adventure. We wanted to that journey of letting you brides know like what we have in store for you, even with the postponement, what Lubin got in place, some of the different appetizers that you guys can look forward to once you're back out and running, and also some amazing quarantine cocktail that Lubin copped up today. Absolutely. For this show.
Absolutely.
So,
to kind of chime in from what Mel is saying, yeah. In lieu of everything going on right now, in lieu of the madness, we just want to let our brides that have already booked with us, we've accommodated all your needs. Krista, we're looking out for you. Giovanni, we're still looking out for you. And all you potential brides who are kind of wondering, we're in the middle of a lot going on. Should I plan things now? Should I book the venue? Should I do this? Should I do that? First and foremost, you want to make sure that you hire professionals. And yes. That's who we are. That's what we bring to the table. And so we want to assure you all that we are diligently working, just like we're doing right now, to get you all the information that you need. Today is going to be a really cool interactive Q&A session where you can ask questions about your potential event and so on and so forth. And we're here. So we have a couple of hors d'oeuvres for you, but I think Mel still want to have a few things to say.
No, I think you're doing great.
All right, it's my turn.
It's your show, bro.
Awesome,
Let's go.
Awesome.
We'll go into the great details afterwards, but right now I want you to definitely let the people know what we're looking at right now.
Okay, so what we did this evening is we have 3 hors d'oeuvres that could potentially be part of your cocktail hour for your special event. We did a chicken salad stuffed endive. That's also right next to what we have is our tomato and aged cheddar with basil. And that right there is our prosciutto and melon. And if you can kind of see in this middle section right here, this is the black sauce. It's our aged balsamic reduction. And these 2 sauces go really well with our hors d'oeuvres this evening. And as you can see, we pay a lot of attention to detail. We make sure the food looks sexy. We make sure that it tastes great.
Yes.
And everything that you see here is exactly how we plate things on the day of your event. Yes. We also have a really cool cocktail. Chef Lubin is not a mixologist, but he does mix a few things every now and then that taste amazing.
Yes.
And so this evening, we're going to feature our strawberry pineapple Hennessy Teeny. All right. We didn't really come up with a name for it, but it's going to be definitely amazing.
Listen, strawberry and Hennessy, he already speaking my language, people. Exactly. That's my favorite drink, hands down, one of. I know we've been having some different island stuff this week, but that for sure had to make the cut today. All right. So what we got in the glass, Lubin?
So what we have right here is a concoction called dry ice, just to kind of give you a little bit of a depth of color and texture and just real cool vibes here. We play around with food a lot. We definitely play around with drinks a lot as well. So we're getting this bad boy going. Again, thank you all for chiming in. We have a lot of cool things for you in store. And we have a lot of insight.
Yes.
Mel and I together put together more than 25 years of professionalism in the service industry.
Yes.
And pretty much anything you could want to know about your event from start to finish, we're here to answer those questions this evening. So again, we wanted to kind of just highlight some of the things that we do. We bring a lot of colors together. We bring a lot of flavors, a lot of textures together. And we also do cocktails. So
I want to bring one close to the camera so people can see the beauty of what we're about to indulge in. Now, y'all seeing this right here?
All right,
Now,
so,
this is awesome.
absolutely, absolutely.
What is it? I see 4 glasses. Is there a 4th glass? Bianca, you know you always welcome, sweetheart. You can always chime in and come over right now.
So one of the reasons why we wanted to feature a cocktail drink this evening is because during your cocktail hour, we traditionally, for your wedding, we traditionally serve 2 signature drinks for your cocktail hour. And the reason why we don't open up a full bar is because that's not what that time is for. We want to make sure the timeline is going smoothly. And so we feature 2 cocktail drinks and then, of course, soft drinks during the cocktail hour. And then when guests go inside the reception area, we normally open up the full bar. Okay?
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So one of the things while we're doing this, I wanted to touch base with as well. Lubin, as Lubin is saying, we've been combined together, have 25 years or more in this industry, and we have a lot of weddings that were postponed come this March and coming up May 2.
Next week.
Next week we had one, and with those brides we were able to accommodate them and move the dates. But these are some of the expectations that you as new brides that are on here can look forward to when you hire professionals such as Semaj with Chef Lubin. If you have a location that allows you to bring in outside catering, Lubin is fully licensed and insured. He's a culinary chef. He's an award-winning chef. Hello, hands down. Okay? Right. So what you're seeing is pretty much what your guests will be getting as well. One thing I love about Lubin, I want to talk about how we met. Oh my God. So we were doing Winika's, which is Miss Turk and Keiko's wedding, former Miss Turk and Keiko's wedding. And I think Mimi sent me his contact.
Right.
With Lux Catering, and she said, Melissa, you gotta meet Lubin. So we scheduled a date to meet at his office, and we went, and Lubin just grabbed me from that day. It was just like, we were sitting down talking, this feeling was like a sister and brother kind of feeling.
Like-minded professionals.
Exactly. It was just absolutely amazing. And then when we did the wedding, oh my God.
Amazing.
It was amazing. When
beautiful venue, beautiful bride and groom.
Yeah, everything was on point.
That's right.
He has the best people.
Thank you.
Staff, OMG. Your people don't have to sit down and wait for food. Number 1.
That's right.
He comes hands down with his 15 to 20 based on your guest count. Staff, when they go to a table to plate your guests, it's not doing one by one. Everyone drops a plate one time. Bam.
Boom.
It's right on your table. Everything looks great. Presentation. People rave about the food. If my brides are on here that have used Lubin in the past, they can speak to that. Chime in and speak to it. Because I'm telling you, guests always rave about Chef Lubin. He's not just one that sticks to like one single menu. He is very diverse. When I mean he takes you on a culinary journey, he'll take you to all the different islands.
That's right.
Okay, he bring you right back here to the States and back again.
So with that being said,
yes,
we have different menus. We have what's called the Nouveau menu, which is primarily our Caribbean menu. So we have a lot of those spices like Scotch bonnet, thyme, and things of that nature. We also have a progressive American menu, which if you go to a Smith & Linsky, we do food like that as well. And so we travel the world through food. Whether you want to taste Asian food, you want to taste Middle Eastern, you want to taste Europe, or bring it right back, we do it all. And we make sure that food not only tastes good, it looks amazing as well.
Yeah. One question was, what if I don't want alcohol in my wedding? Do you have special non-alcoholic drink and mocktails?
We most definitely have mocktails.
Definitely.
Drinks. Absolutely.
Definitely. Stephanie is one of my brides. Yes. Hi, Stephanie. You haven't gotten the chance to meet Lubin yet. I know after the quarantine, you'll be able to meet him or you have some tasting going down,
Absolutely.
So, yes, he does. The great thing about it, too, that I love, and we do this in the past 2 weddings, when our guests are arriving for a ceremony, we have a welcome drink,
Yes,
and
we
we
do.
put it on our champagne wall.
That's right.
And one of the ones that you made that I love was
We did the peach Bellini.
yes, peach Bellini, and there was
and
a passion fruit.
The passion
Right.
fruit martini.
So those two were great hits, and this is how you can intertwine or incorporate into your wedding.
Absolutely.
Is literally having like welcome drinks at the beginning before your ceremony. You're gonna have another specialty drink during cocktail if you like, and so forth, and throughout the night as you go. And it doesn't have to be alcoholic; it could be non-alcoholic as well.
And a lot of times, the signature drink is symbolic of the couple. So
yes,
as Mel is getting questions and she's getting to know the couple
right.
slowly, and we get to know what you like to drink. How did you guys meet? What is your specialty drink that you like? And we actually bring that to the table.
Right.
We do like a candlelight dinner for our bride and groom.
Exactly. And if you guys been watching a lot of our tasting that we go live, and every time we do a live, you'll see that we do a great table setting-scape for all of our couples who's coming to do a tasting with Lubin. Lubin pretty much cooks on the spot and actually present that food, and everybody loves it because it's fresh right off the stove, right onto your plate. And this is what you can experience with Lubin when you come and have a tasting and you come through Lux Lifestyle events.
That's right.
Now, while we're here, we got some other things that I wanted to ask Lubin. Okay. In the process with the postponing, because you're big on events and a lot of the weddings and also corporate and parties and so forth. I know you probably got a lot of postponement going on.
Right.
How has that been for you?
I definitely want to give a shout out and an encouragement to all my chefs out there, my chef brothers and sisters. A lot of you all are doing meal plans and coming up with real innovative ways of carrying the time and ensuring that your finances are still in order. So I'm really applauding you all for doing that as well. Right. Many of you may not know, but I've actually been teaching for 13 years. So I teach culinary arts at a local high school out of Miami. So a lot of times that if I'm not focused on the catering, I also focus on that as well. We also do a lot of demonstrations. We go to high schools, we go to different schools and do demonstrations. So we definitely keep the time rolling, and we always keep our minds racing because you can never learn too much when it comes to food. And so a lot of the times the students are teaching me.
There you go.
You know?
So if you guys didn't know, he's also a culinary chef, so he teaches in high school, correct?
Absolutely.
So Lubin, I'm telling you, this drink right here, people. Let me make sure she has one. Go ahead.
Stephanie says, yes, I recognize you from my high school.
Look at that. So you have a student over here that recognizes you. Yes. Thank you, Mimi. Yes, he's an amazing teacher and chef. Well, hands down, his students are amazing as well. So this is I have a lot of my brides at a tasting said, can you do one-on-one session, teach me how to cook? And we've been trying to get Lubin to do it, but
it's coming. It's
coming, people.
Especially with what's going on
right now. We probably could do something, because my assistants, trust me, they'll be like, Mel, teach me how to cook. I'm like, no, y'all need to go call Lubin because I don't have the time to be teaching people no more.
Exactly.
Okay, he's a teacher. I'll just cook for fun. Okay. Gotcha. But it's a great time now for you guys to really, even if we were supposed to do something like a YouTube channel and cook from your home,
right?
That would be a great opportunity for you guys who want to learn how to cook certain dishes. Lubin can probably start something at home.
That's definitely work.
Yeah, like a YouTube live channel.
Where there's a demand, I'm going to supply.
There you go. All right. So let's talk about this drink. I don't know if y'all tasted it yet. But I just took a sip.
Those are fresh strawberries.
Fresh strawberries, people. Oh my God.
Pineapple. Got some Hennessy in there. Sometimes I switch it up and add a little triple sec, but today we're going with the strawberry pineapple. Real refreshing, cool,
I'm sorry, this trumped what I had yesterday.
Don't say it. I liked it though. What was the sangria?
It was so good. It was a tropical Moscato sangria. It was so good.
It looked really nice. They had like the peach colors, different fruits inside of it.
Man, I ate all the fruits before I leave the office because I was like, this is like drenched in the liquor and everything. It tasted so good. All right. So before we even go in deeper, let's talk about your proposals. How you submit your proposal to clients and how they can reach out to you if they wanted to do something of the sort. Like,
okay, so the cool thing about us is everything is semajcatering.com. All right, and so it's our website is semajcatering.com, our IG as well as Facebook. Traditionally, brides will reach out to us. We send an inquiry. Well, let's send an inquiry to us. We send out a questionnaire, just getting detailed things about their special event, and then from there we send you out a brochure. The brochure, we have different packages. Some folks want plated service. Some folks want buffet service. Some folks want action stations. Some folks want a combination of all things together.
Right.
So it really just depends on the type of event that they have. Now, what is the difference between buffet and plated, which is what they brides ask me all the time.
Right.
And truthfully speaking, the food's going to taste amazing. We plate your salads to make it sexy. It's just that with a buffet, you have more of a variety of choices.
Right.
And with plated service, traditionally you have 2 proteins, the starch and the vegetable that goes along with it.
Right.
Either way, we add an amazing element of elegance and sexiness to it. It's always going to be classic. It really just depends on the style of wedding that you have.
Right. And that's one thing that I also comment to my brides when they come in. They always say to me, Mal, what do you think about stations of buffet? And Lubin can tell you I'm a plated kind of girl.
Absolutely. She loves plated.
I love plated. I am not one for the buffet style.
And we love plated.
And and we do. The reason being is when people come to a formal wedding, you want to present a formal plated dish. You want to present elegance and class to that. When people got to get up, and I'm not saying anything against that, but for formal wedding stations and buffet for me, with the lines and people going down the line trying to pick what they want, it all depends too, because if the server is serving it, that's a different.
That is correct, which our servers serve in the buffet.
Exactly.
And, you have your formal weddings, but you also have the more whimsical ones.
Exactly.
I did a wedding with the Harry Potter theme, and we did buffet, and they loved it.
Exactly.
They have different stations, buffet. So it really, again, it depends on the style of
It depends on the
wedding.
style of the
That is
wedding.
correct.
Because I've done clubscape wedding, but the buffet is amazing. It worked, and we had about 4 different stations and so forth. Yeah, in the for the wedding, and I think it was just amazing for that kind of setting.
Right.
But when you're trying to do like an intimate, sit down, formal kind of scape of a wedding, plated is the way to go. I know some people always ask me, is it cheaper? That was one of my questions I get all the time.
You always get the question, is it cheaper? And it's not a matter of cheaper, really just a matter of what kind of food, the caliber of food that you're having. And I mean, we base it upon that. And of course, your numbers. A lot of folks come in with high numbers and, 200, 300. It has to be feasible when you have the amount of guests. And the amount of guests is going to determine how the flow of service is going to go. So, the average wedding in South Florida, depending upon what nationality, is going to be somewhere around 100 to 120 guests.
Right.
And that's ideal.
Right.
You get into the 150 range, that's cool.
Right.
But when you get into the 200, 300 range,
Yeah.
it loses its sense of artistry.
Yes.
And we're all about artistry. We're
Right.
all artists here. And that's what we want to focus on. So when you get to those high numbers, it kind of dissipates a little bit.
Right. I agree. And that's something that I also, encourage my brides, the ones with the 250s, the 350s, and so on.
We can accommodate.
But I always say to them, if you want to keep yourself within a certain budget and price range, you definitely need to think about that, because that's where a bulk of the money goes. When your guest count is really high, don't expect to come out with some, I don't even want to say a number.
Right.
But I'm just telling you, have high expectations.
If you want it to be economically feasible,
Yes.
you have to look at your numbers and you have to balance those things out.
Okay, so we had a question. Looking good, what is the price for what you are demonstrating now? So
for our tasting,
yeah.
we traditionally have a maximum of 3 to 4 folks.
Mhm.
The tasting is 150.
Right.
And that basically covers your drink, your food, the ambiance, and so on and so forth.
Right.
And it's really just for you to get a taste of what we do, a visual of what we do, and to get to know us, because we want to get to know our clients.
Right.
We want to get to know them, and that's how we kind of roll with that.
Yeah, and the thing with it is too, you get the option to taste the appetizers and 2 of the entrees on top of that too.
So we traditionally do about 3 to 4 hors
Yes.
d'oeuvres, and then 2 entree items as well.
Awesome. So that's how you can definitely be able to taste some of the stuff that he sends you on the proposal.
Correct.
You'll get a full proposal with all the different options. Before you do your tasting, one of the things that Lubin does with my client is saying, okay, where are they from? What's their background,
Absolutely.
the culture? So he knows in his head, like, what is he coming to prepare for them? Or give them the opportunity to pick items from his proposal, so then we are able to bring that and have them taste that at the tasting.
Yes, because we had a Jamaican couple
Yeah.
recently, and I came up with a Caribbean menu based on that. And they were like, we eat that every day.
Yeah.
Can we try something different? So we did. They want to do a miso glazed sea bass. Or Szechuan short ribs.
That's right.
Wasabi mash.
There you
So
go.
then they want to switch it up. Balsamic glazed broccolini.
Exactly.
We do it all.
So that's the thing. We're not limited or stuck to what you see on the proposal. You can always reach out to Lubin and say to Lubin, hey, I want to have something different. Trust me, I am
exclusive.
Yeah, I'm tired of the salmon and the chicken at the weddings. I'm not just gonna say it. But with Lubin, we get the different flavors
And
you
it's
get the
going to
lamb,
be flavorful.
and it's going to be very flavorful.
It's going to be flavorful.
Okay, so you can definitely reach out to him and say, okay, I want to try something different. What else can we do? Can we do X, Y, and Z? And Lubin will tell you. And then if you want to talk pricing, he'll sit down with you right after the tasting and discuss some of the things, like whether if that selection that you're choosing might be a little bit more pricey and what is more economical for you. So that's the good thing about having a personal one-on-one tasting that I encourage with all my brides. You know, it's good to kind of have a feel of what you're getting. You don't just want to get something that you just see on paper.
That's right. You
want to be able to have a professional tasting with a culinary chef. Whether if he's doing catering for whoever, you want to make sure that person can deliver a tasting. It's good to taste what your guests are tasting, because the first thing your guests is talking about, oh, this food.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, this ain't, I don't like this.
Speaking of tasting, I have an issue, man.
Tell me about the issue.
We've got all this good food in front of us.
Oh, yeah. Let's
there
taste
hasn't been one person to taste it and tell me what's going on.
All right, taste it. Let's bring it on. Bring it on.
So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this platter over to Mel.
I know some of you guys wish you were here right now.
Let me tell you right now, in case you guys can't see it, maybe a little closer.
Yes,
okay?
bring it up closer.
So again, we've got this is our aged cheddar with basil and teardrop tomatoes. This is our balsamic glaze right here. And this is prosciutto and melon. What I really like about the tomato and cheese mixture is that once you put the hors d'oeuvre in your mouth, it kind of busts in there.
Okay.
So there's a whole thing going on there. You can
nice.
Through here.
All right, so I'm gonna try.
Just dip a little bit into the sauce. Not too much because the glaze is strong.
Okay, I'm gonna go and dip a little bit in the sauce. Right.
There you go.
That's definitely a sauce right there.
All right.
All right. Now, people, my taste buds is different. I'm iron. All right.
This one, right?
Yeah. Try that out. Just a little bit. It's strong.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, it's an interactive hors d'oeuvre. You know, it's a real cool talking piece. Definitely bright in colors, good flavor.
So with the tomatoes and the cheese, with the sauce, definitely.
Yeah, the combination is amazing.
It's amazing. All right, I'm sorry, dude. I gotta take another one.
Awesome.
See, these are like cool little cold cuts that you can also have at your reception. And you can have hot, you can have cold with you.
Yes.
You know, you have the options.
Speaking of which, we have a couple of signature hors d'oeuvres that we do.
Yes.
Prosciutto and melon is definitely a big one. We have Chef Lubin's signature crobster cake, and those of you who've had it know exactly what I mean. And those of you who are just hearing it right now are like, crobster cake? What is that? That is actually made by Chef Lubin, his own recipe. It's a combination of crab and lobster together with a lot of Caribbean seasonings. We serve it with a citrus, Meyer lemon remoulade, and it is to die for.
It is. Right? I'm shellfish, allergic to shellfish, but every time my clients taste that crobster cake, it's a must. It has to be on the menu. Awesome. It is so good that they keep us in Mel. This is really good. And to have crab and lobster combined,
amazing.
Man, I wish I could eat seafood like that. You know, it sucks for me, but you know, everything else is good though. I had the lamb chop.
The lamb chop lollipop. She served that with a sage demi-glace, a sage red wine sauce.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
All right, so I'm about to try this one.
This is prosciutto and melon, and there's a hint of mint in there as well.
Ooh,
try it without the sauce, and then try it with the sauce.
All right.
You know what you think.
So I'm gonna try it without the sauce. All right. So this one.
That's our prosciutto and melon. You know, just different options.
Oh wow.
It's refreshing.
Yeah.
It is refreshing.
Guys, really, really good. So if you want an appetizer that has, actually you should try that too. That's really good. If you want something to have like a fruit and so forth kind of combination, that is definitely the way to go. Especially for, you have two options here. You have people that are vegan, you know, that you may think, okay, I may have some vegetarian people that, you know, can't eat meat. So you have the option here with the tomato, with the cheese. And then you have this one here that's definitely really refreshing.
We have vegan options for hors d'oeuvres, vegan options for entrees.
I think you're doing a vegan wedding with me.
So,
Janice and
that's right.
And Ray
some
in
really
May.
Cool ideas with callaloo.
Yes. So it's really good. So I'm about to try it with a sauce.
All right.
God.
Oh my God. Good, right?
People, I have to pause for a second.
You gotta pause. You gotta pause.
I have to pause.
It's good. It's a good combination.
Guys, with the sauce, it's even more.
We
good.
specialize in simple but elegant and
Yes.
definitely flavorful food.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, people. I know. I can be a fat girl, but I love good food. I'm an island woman. So when it comes to good food, I am like over the top in love. No, where you going with it? Don't go nowhere. Hold on. I need
I'll
one.
put the other one in front of you.
All right. Put the other one in
All
front.
right, so our next one is very simple. It's Belgian endive stuffed with chicken salad. And our chicken salad has celery, it has candied pecans, it has cranberries. So it's a really cool combination of flavors. We can actually also take this same chicken salad and make a slider out of it. We do a lot of different sliders for our cocktail hour as well.
Yes. All right.
All right, so please indulge. I'm just going to go ahead and keep sipping on this really refreshing drink here.
Really good.
Thank you. Appreciate
I
it.
just turned 21, so.
Cheers.
So she's able to really indulge in this drink right now. But guys, this is just amazing. And this is what I want you to understand. Like, everything can be fun and interactive. You don't have to be like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and sit down. When you have tasted with myself and Lubin,
It
we
doesn't
always
have to be the same old, same old.
it's not the same old, same old. You know what I mean? We definitely like to introduce different cultures, different type of foods in our
We embrace
tasting.
all cultures.
All cultures. And the great thing about it is that we always try to find ways to make our clients like really wow factors, because we really love those wow moments. Okay? So these are some of the things that you can look forward to. I'm sorry, this food is just beyond good.
Speaking of which, we at Semaj Catering also do romantic candlelight dinners for two. We do a 5-course meal. And so what we love is that we actually condense that 5-course meal at your wedding, and we make food to order. So a lot of times when bride and grooms are getting married, closer to the time, you let us know what's your favorite food or something that you haven't had that you really want to try, and we make that food on the spot.
One of the things that I wanted to ask you also, Lubin, when it comes to entrees, when it comes to brides that are looking at different type of entrees and they have like a guest count of a certain number or whatever they want to stay within, what do you recommend for them to do, like stay within that guideline?
If you're trying to stay within a budget, yes, you want to go with chicken or fish. And please don't fret. Just because you have chicken or fish on your menu doesn't mean it's not going to be amazing.
Right.
We recently did the wedding in West Palm Beach. I did I did a maple Hennessy glazed chicken. All right. I did a balsamic glazed salmon. So just because it's fish and chicken, don't think, oh my God, same old boring. No, remember, it's Chef Lubin and Squad making it. So it's going to taste good. It's going to look good. So if you're going for the more economically feasible, you go with that. But then there's that client that's, they wanted to take it up a notch.
There you go.
So we did the miso glazed sea bass. And so, or you might want to go with braised short ribs. Those are your higher end items as well. I did a wedding 2 months ago where the bride and groom wanted to serve the surf and turf. So we did lobster for everyone.
Wow.
So it really just depends on your guest count. Your guest count. And your budget. Because at the end of the day, we understand that you're on a budget. It makes sense. There's still life after the wedding. You still have to have a place to stay. You still have bills to pay. We get it. And so that's why it's better to be up front. When you meet Mel, she breaks down your budget, and then we go from there.
Agree. And one of the other things that I like to mention when it comes to that is that you're not just getting the regular salmon with a boring salmon sauce.
Oh, no.
When I'm telling you that you guys can get full on, I had jerk salmon with lubin. I had balsamic salmon. Oh my God, I had balsamic salmon with lubin. I had, what's the other one we had? The one that we did at Ashley's wedding.
That was the,
not the miso, there was something else. It was another infused salmon. But let me tell you people, lubin can definitely make different styles of salmon. When I'm telling you them junk is good, it is good. Okay?
Thank you.
Flavorful, hands down, on point. I never get a complaint, and that's one thing I must commend you.
Thank you.
I never got a complaint about food. Always hot, always on point, presentation, flavor, taste, everything. I always have good feedback about Lubin when it comes to wedding. And my bride loved him. They're coming and saying, nah, I ain't got no taste nobody else, no. We want Lubin. It's just like that. Done deal. But I love that. Now, the chicken salad, you tasted it. I'm going to have Michael E. talk on that for a second. You have a question for me?
No, Tasty G-Spot? Tasty's youth?
G Spot say you taught her what you know.
Hey, Aisha, how you doing?
There you
Very
go.
proud of you.
Yes, very good. And then, what did you think about the chicken salad?
I loved it.
Okay.
I'm like funny with chicken salad.
Yes.
Like potato salad, anything like extra salad, I'm funny.
Okay.
So
But that it was perfect.
Just, yeah.
All right. So that was awesome. So guys, here's what we want you to do. I want you to be able to ask Ruben some questions about if you have an upcoming wedding, right? And how he can be, how if you have any questions about service, fee, that we may not talk
or
about
just in
general questions
about the event, because
right.
we have a plethora of knowledge from start to finish, not
Yeah.
just food. And while you guys are asking questions, I just want to kind of take this time out. I know Melissa was alluding to how amazing our staff is, which we do have an amazing staff,
yes.
both back of the house and front of the house. But Melissa also has an amazing staff of individuals. And I say that to say this, sleep in peace. My queen passed away a month and some change ago, and I had a wedding about a week and a half after that.
Right.
And I didn't know whether I was coming or going, We are professionals. We stick to the task, and if we say we're going to do something, we do. But as you can imagine, it was up in the air for me as far as emotions. But we made it to West Palm Beach, and from the moment that I got to West Palm Beach, Melissa and her staff came, they hugged me, they asked me what did I need here and there. I had more staff helping me than I could imagine. I had a young lady folding napkins who never folded a napkin before. And I really want to just seriously, I really want to just thank you and your staff and Troy for just looking out for us.
Thank you.
I really appreciate that. It meant the world to me. And, we're doing our thing.
Yeah. And it was really crushing for all of us. Joy is a major part of all of our lives.
Yes.
She was she bring a lot of joy and smile to a lot of our lives. She was always there with us and encouraging us. And the fact when she passed, it was really crushing for me. Like, I was at a tasting at the W. And Ruben called me and he was like, I can't talk to you right now.
Yeah.
And I literally was like, all right, I'll wait until I'm leaving to call, because in my head, and the tasting was still ringing my head like something's wrong. But the fact that we are brothers and sisters here.
That's right.
And the thing about it is, and we've been talking about this for the past 2 days, is about supporting each other, being there for each other, doing rough times, the good, the bad, it doesn't matter. You always want to be there to support each other.
We got each other's back.
We got each other's back. You know what I mean? And my thing is, right now, this whole platform that we have created so we can actually support our brothers and sisters, because yes, things have slowed down right now. Understand? And we may not have weddings right now the next month or two. We don't know. But it's ways for you guys to really reach out to us to get information. Still be informed. Still reach out to book your dates.
Be proactive.
Be very proactive, because at the end of the day, we've been talking about this. Dates are going. 2021 is going to be a whirlwind. When all these, this summer is going to be so packed, because people are either not doing it in 2020, they're moving to 2021.
It's never too early to plan.
Never too early. I always tell my brides, plan a year out in advance. Give your time the space to really pay down on your deposit with different vendors. Get that cushion. Don't try to do everything at once. I know some of you may have the money and the budget, but for those that are out there that have to wait for certain incomes or whatever to come in, it is good to plan at least 12 months out or 6 to 9 months out. It's really good to do so, because then it gives you time. Give you time to pay for things.
Give yourself time to upgrade.
Upgrade.
How about that?
There you go. Because that's one of the things that we were talking about too. For those that are on live, my brides and so forth, that had to postpone, you have to look at this as an opportunity that you're able to now upgrade what you had planned before to some new stuff, add additional stuff, make creative changes, and so on. And then you're able to come up with some new, exciting concepts.
Absolutely.
For me, I tell my clients, I don't look at the date change or the season of the thing or what we had planned. I let it rock. Because for me, it gives me the opportunity to innovate, be more creative, open-minded, and see what new options I can incorporate into each and every wedding. So it's an opportunity for us to, I know one of my brides was looking at the bride side, like, oh, now that I changed the date, I might have less guests show up.
That's right.
Hey, you're going to save some
That's
money.
Money back in your pocket.
Why
not?
Why not? Absolutely. And then another one was like, okay, look, Mel, I'm going to move the date out. It gives me more time to add to what I really wanted. You know, bring in some of those options that I really want. So you want to look at those different types of opportunity. It is not too early to reach out to catering to book your event. Never. You want to actually have this option in your first 10 to 12 months. And it's a part of my wedding checklist. And if any of my clients are on there, they can speak to that. We give a wedding checklist, and in the first 10 to 12 months, the couple things that we make sure that our brides we focus on is venue options. You want to make sure you have your guest list locked, your catering is booked up, and you're going to have your actual ceremony and reception, your florist, and your cake vendor.
That's right.
You understand? These are crucial parts that we need to focus on in the beginning stage of the planning process.
That's right.
So once you have that locked, then you started to see where your budget is falling into place, because the first thing that's going to eat up your budget, I'm not saying eat up, but the first thing that's on your budget is a venue. Am I using a venue that is allowing me to bring in an outside caterer, or is it a venue that allows us to do everything in-house, right? Then you have the catering portion of things. So, okay, I have about 150 to 250 people. I have 75. I may have more. That gives you the opportunity to get a proposal in place, so you have an actual quote from the caterer to say, all right, my venue is going to cost me, whether it's $5,000, $10,000 or more, and then my catering is going to cost me X, Y, Z.
Right.
Once you have that, now you're starting to see where your budget is going. So when you start talking about, and this is one of the things that I educate my brides, when they come to me and say, Mom, my budget is, for example, 35.
Right.
Yeah. 35,000. And you say to me, your guest count is 150 guests. And I said, okay, 150 guests, 35,000. How much is the venue?
5 to 10,000.
Okay, so you said 5 to 10,000. All right, well, so we got a $10,000 venue, or 5. I'm a highball it right now for you guys that's on here, because most of the venues out here are about 5 or 10.
That's right.
You know, if you're just renting the space
That's
only.
Right.
Let me just educate you guys that's on here. So you have about 5 to 10. So we got $10,000 on the budget list. Already.
You've taken a third out of your budget.
All right. So now we're talking about 150 people. How much is the standard per person per plate?
Standard plate is going to come out to $90 to $100 per person.
Bomb. Times 150. Let me see who want to do the math.
That's 15 right there.
15,000. So you're
half your budget.
Half your budget
on the venue and catering alone.
So you see where the money is going. You're talking about having a $35,000 budget. The venue took it. The food took it.
That's right.
You haven't talked about decor yet. You haven't talked about rental yet. You haven't talked about cake yet. You haven't talked about any of these other things, photography, DJ.
That's right.
You guys.
All of those details are going to ensure that your guests have an amazing time and that it's memorable.
Exactly. So you guys have to really look into what you're talking about, and the big portion of that is your guest count.
That is correct.
The guest count. You have to be able to understand what really goes into the planning process. And this is why when we offer our sit-down consultation, this is some of the questions that you get with me when it comes to asking. Lubin, first thing when he says to me, and I said to him, Lubin, I have a bride for you. He said, all right, now, name, how many guests, and where the location is.
That's right.
All right, and I need their email and phone number. The reason for those questions is it let us know exactly where this bride is going budget-wise. So these are some of the crucial things that you guys, when you're the newly engaged, you're sitting down with your fiance, and you're trying to figure out like how much money we really want to spend. Not including your dress. Thank you, Michael. You're telling me because she sits it.
Discussion question.
Yes, the crucial questions, venue, all that stuff. How much are we planning on paying for all these things? This is the question you guys need to ask, because without that, you really have no clue what your budget is looking like.
That is correct.
We can keep you within budget as much as we want, but you're going to be cutting back on a lot of things. And then when you cut back on quality, love Travis, because he used that word so much. Quality is key. When you cut back on quality, you know what you're getting.
Yeah, it shows.
It shows. So you don't want to just sacrifice your wedding for quality because you're adamant about having a certain amount of guests at your wedding.
Correct.
I'm trying to figure out, sometimes I ask my clients, do you really know 350 people personally?
ask the same question.
Because
sometimes the moms, like the mom, your mom.
Okay.
People,
Uh-huh.
and it's like it's your wedding.
I
so
get
now
it.
You have your own guests.
Right,
Like,
because I get with the family thing. I know, and Haitian culture from Louvain background. I've been working a lot with them, and I know you guys have the 250s, the 350s, and so on. And I know most of those.
Coming up soon.
Yeah, most of those are family, church friends, so forth. You know, I don't know. It adds up, but at the same time,
I have a question. I just thought of something.
Yeah,
kind of putting you on the spot. So the fact that we know that there are some folks that have 200, 300 guests.
Yeah.
What are some options besides actually inviting them to the wedding? Do they have?
Well, I always say, if you're strict on a budget, invite them only to the ceremony. If it's at 2 separate locations. If you're having a church ceremony and you want to invite, because you're in the church, and now we get that a lot.
Right.
And you're in the church and you want to make sure the church family comes, you can invite them to the ceremony, but you need to communicate with those guests that because of restriction, you're only invited to the ceremony portion of things.
Correct. And that's why it should be on that
RSVP card. Correct. And your invitation. Because at the end of the day, when you're doing it with the reception portion, if you want to keep it at a lower scale, you want to just invite those people that are immediate family and friends, cousins, key people,
right,
and have them come to the reception. And now you can still please both ends. You're having one where you have them come and see the nuptials and everything like that, and then you have your family that's coming out to have a sit-down celebration with you. So if you're in that position where you're trying to kind of scale back, that's one of my things that I do recommend to my big number brides that can do so. The other ones, some people are like, Mel, I'm trying to stick with that. I'm cutting back. I'm scaling back. They're willing to cut back and they're scaling back. But for those that they can't scale back, they can't cut back, we recommend something of that option. Or we're going full force. So that's one of the key things that we tend to do for them. One thing I'm going to say, people, if you're just joining in, thank you guys for joining so far. This strawberry Hennessy is on point, okay? I know I keep sipping and try to hold my guy.
I got to tell you, it's small. Not a mixologist, but it's good.
Yes, and this actual chicken salad is gone. The plate is almost
awesome.
Thanks to Michaelito. I'm going to blame it on her, but it's almost gone. But it's good that you can have a setting or a presentation like this when you go in to do a tasting.
And you can expect the same elegance, same professionalism on the day of your wedding, your baby shower, your bridal party, bridal shower, whatever.
All right, so one person said a lady at my church did that and they were upset with that, the separation.
The separation?
So with them having
here's the reality.
Yeah.
If you can't call up 300 people to help you pay your mortgage for the next 2 months,
don't invite them.
Yeah.
Do I need to say anything else?
Yeah, I agree.
And in reality, the ceremony is really where you're being celebrated. The reception is just kind of like an after party.
Yeah.
The ceremony where you're actually, saying your vows before them and God, that's the most important part of your union at the end of the day.
So they didn't want to be upset.
That should be the most important part.
Stephanie, I'm sorry. If they want to be upset, whatever. At the end of the day, it's about you and your partner. Your family members who are important to you. I mean, for people to be upset that they couldn't attend this, basically they're not, because at the end of the day, they're not helping you pay for those plates. I'm sorry.
Make them friends. I'm sorry. Did I say that
So, no, don't say that. Don't say that out loud. Somebody did ask a question about our nonprofit tax exempt. Regarding what, the catering portion of things? Yes. So here, Lubin's gave you the answer.
We take care of the W-9. Yes, we do.
All right. So you got your answer there. Mimi, I agree with you 100%. We definitely got to keep the guest count low is the secret to the budget. We want to definitely keep that down. Betty Cakes, 300 in your family alone. Girl, more power to you.
Wow.
That I am sorry. I maybe my family is large, but I don't know. But that's what I'm talking about.
That's going to be an interesting party.
It is. Because to me, I have family all over. But
get it though, because a lot of families are close knit.
Yeah.
So we try to balance it out. So you might want 300. We're saying 150. Let's meet somewhere around
200.
200.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Feasible.
It's true, Stephanie. It's hard to please everyone, but they won't forget. Listen.
Correction. It's not hard. It's impossible.
It's true that.
First and foremost.
It is impossible.
Let's be realistic. Yeah. It's impossible to please everyone. Yeah. And so that shouldn't be your goal. Your goal should be that you get together with someone that you love. Right. You guys are making a union. Right. And then you're going to have an event afterwards that's going to kind of celebrate you even more. Right. So please don't go into your event feeling like you have to satisfy everyone. Right. You can't do it at your job. You can't do it in your business. You can't do it with your friends. No. So at the end of the day, that shouldn't be your goal. No. Your goal should be to marry the love of your life, make that union amazing, and move on from there. Mm-hmm. I agree 100%. I preach that a lot to my clients. You guys have to focus on you as the couple. Don't focus on everybody else. It would drive you crazy. I tell you, in this industry, you become a psychiatrist, a big sister. I'm telling you, I think that's why I don't sleep. Because when it comes down to it, I end up being on the phone with a couple of my brides, and when they have going through their little breakdowns because of some of the similar things that you guys are talking about right now, because it's stressful, because you're trying to please everyone. And at the end of the day, you're not supposed to try to please everyone. You're supposed to please your partner and yourself. That's it. Don't try to please everyone when you plan your wedding. That's the most stressful thing you could ever do for yourself. I am telling you, a lot of times I've seen it where bridesmaids come in and they go. That's right. I've seen where the parent come in or a sister don't come or show up. I've seen it all. So you know where stress shows up? In your photos. There you go. Because then you're not happy at your wedding because you're still holding on to that. That is correct. And we don't want that type of energy with you. Okay? So, yeah, you literally don't sleep. You hear this one. I am my boo-boo. So, if I'm telling you, see my bride is telling you, answer the phone at 4 a.m. wide awake. It's true. I literally don't sleep. And it's bad because I even was telling my partner today, I was like, I've got to figure it out. Deborah posted a post this morning, and she's like, why you up? Why do you get up so early? I said, I don't know. My clock is different. I go to bed late, and I still have to get up early. When the sun comes up, Melissa got to be up. That's me. And then the first thing I'm doing is I'm responding to emails, and I'm on the phone. I may not call you, but I'm on emails, and I'm sending texts. Or emails. But my thing is, it's because of the different relationship I have with my clients. It becomes personal for me as well. So you want to build that type of relationship. And that's why I say my vendors are the GOAT. They are the MVP. Okay? When I'm telling you, this postponement of weddings has been so smooth. Oh my God, guys. Thank you guys. We've been able to move dates. All the dates. Yeah. No extra cost to the bride. No extra cost. Which is amazing. Which is absolutely amazing. No pressure, no stress. We're able to do it. Right. And I commend you guys. I love you guys because you guys always look out for me as well. Oh, Mel, don't worry. Let me know what you want. I got you. I got the client. We got it done. Right. We end up postponing and changing dates in a day. I don't have to wait weeks to find out whether you have the date or not from a vendor. In a day, I can change a bride. That's right. And that's what we've been doing. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I appreciate my assistant, Mike Lee, the one over here in my back, Deborah that's on live, Amina. They are amazing. When it comes to hold me down, these girls hold me down. They're like, Mel, who do you want me to text? Mel, who do you want me to call? Mel, and we are on top of it. And my brides can tell you that they get texts and messages from them, from their person. They were like, all right, Melissa wants you to do XYZ. Let me know XYZ. And it's always communicated. And I love it. So I appreciate them. I commend them for everything. I know we got about going on 10 minutes. Yes, Betty Cates, I can't wait to work for you as well. Yes, and see, Deborah is on here. She said we really have to help people. And it's true because it's sad that I've been hearing about some brides that had to end up canceling because they're not, some locations and some vendors are not being accommodated. No, they're not being so accommodated. And it's very sad because
we as a people in this industry really need to look out for each other.
That's right.
We are all in this together, and you have to understand it's not their fault as well. And it's also not our fault. But we have to come to some type of agreement. Come to some type of, like, you know, what you call it, conclusion or some bargain, something.
Some kind of accommodation.
Accommodation, you know? Come on with something, people, that can accommodate these brides and figure out solutions, opportunities, different ways that we can help them take the stress off, because a lot of them are crying. A lot of them are upset. A lot of them are sad that they didn't get to do their wedding on a specific date. And you are the ones that are really looking at, like, okay, I'm going to move and do my wedding on another month or another day or whatever with no problem. But as long as we as vendors have their best interest at heart, look how many things we can do here.
That's right.
When Lupin does such a great job of recommending or moving the date with ease without no cost, what do you think is going to happen with that bride with Lupin? He's going to get so much referrals and recommendation just for doing that. You know? Yeah, see, Ronnie said it's very important. You have to understand, people, it's like a circle of life.
That's right.
When you do something good for one, it just spirals and it just
Right.
piggybacks.
That same energy comes right back.
Full circle. So we have to be able to put that type of energy out there, people, because for me, in the past week, I've been reaching out to my pending brides. They've been coming in. They've been doing it. I've been doing my part. You understand? I've been cutting my retainer entry in. You want to come book me, and you right now you're not sure, I'm working with you guys. Let you know what I can do to hold your date. I have no problem with doing that for you, because I know the urgency of what's happening when the 2020 brides are going to move to 2021. You may not have your date because they get preference. So I get it. So my thing is, guys, we as people have to definitely put that perspective of supporting each other. Right. So before we wrap up, we have, let me read what Imani said, and that's very important when choosing a planner team, because there are already so many things that the bride's going nuts. Exactly. So to be able to have a planner, a team that you can trust and depend on. Thank you, Imani. We appreciate that. Absolutely. You know, we have, you know, all the circumstances that are out there with Deborah saying is true. We have to think about all these things that we all are going through. So we have about 7 or 8 minutes before we get cut off of live here. Anything that you want to say to the people before we wrap up and let them know about what's coming up tomorrow? And if you guys have any last minute questions for us, let us know. But Lubin, always amazing to have you here.
Thank you. Ladies
and gentlemen, if you want to reach out to Semaj Catering, you can reach out to Semaj. You can follow him on Instagram on his page, right. Semaj Catering. You can go to his website. You can reach out to myself, and I'll be directing you directly to Lubin. Right. Okay? We are able to accommodate you guys in the best way we can right now, whether he's passing on detailed information, having some previous one-on-one consultation with myself and Lubin, so we can get some information. So when we're ready to do a full-on tasting, we're able to do so once the quarantine is done. We actually were doing tasting with just the bride and groom. We can't do more than that if we're gonna do it, if we come down to it. But it's by appointment only, and basically you have to send in your requests. We can't do it when you bring in the moms and everybody else. If you want to do that, you're gonna have to wait.
And we just want to really put an emphasis on the folks that have already booked with us. Thank you for not canceling. I know a lot of times when things like these are going on, you're not sure what's going on. But the fact that you didn't cancel and you decided to postpone means you trust us.
Yes.
And we will definitely deliver.
Yes, agree. And I've been encouraging a lot of people out here from the past week. Don't cancel, people. Postpone your wedding. Right. Move it to a new date.
You still get married.
You still get married. Agree. Just put it to another time. It makes sense. So thank you guys. We appreciate everyone that came on live today and all the good questions and everything. You guys have been so supportive these past couple of days. Amazing questions. And we appreciate each and every one of you guys. So what we got in store for tomorrow?
We got a little get together going on tomorrow.
We're
doing a couple little things together.
So tomorrow,
what's going on tomorrow?
We are doing a live quarantine party at my place. Hello. And let me not say that too loud, because we're not doing a whole bunch of people now.
No.
Okay.
Less than 10.
Less than 10.
That's right.
Okay.
going on.
Yeah, tomorrow is gonna be part 10.
Vibes.
Straight vibes, okay? So you guys wanna chime in tomorrow at 6 o'clock, right here at Lux Lifestyle Events. It will be at my place. Definitely gonna be having some stuff. I might cook up a little thing. I don't know about that.
The oxtails?
No,
amazing.
listen, Deborah, don't come on here and talk about putting no oxtail. I'm not doing it. Listen.
The oxtails are amazing.
They are stuck on this oxtail thing. Listen, tomorrow for sure, DJ Daddy Fats.
Yep.
Yo, it's gonna be definitely a quarantine turn-up, a COVID-19 turn-up tomorrow. And then we can't wait for Saturday with Styles by B with Bianca, our one of our top wedding hairstylists that's gonna be on here.
Nice.
She's gonna be talking about some of the things that you guys can do to support and so forth. And then we come back next week with some of our great, amazing photographers. We got Dominique from DLC, Photos by Reeve, Flowers by Sandra. We got Butterfly Photo Booth. So you want to learn about some photo booth options that you ain't have. Dana will be online. And then another Friday with DJ Scoops.
Ooh.
All right. So I'm telling you, we're going to do a party thing going on every Friday.
Awesome.
We're going to try to make it every Friday. Bring some of our DJs on here. And we're going to make it nice. So what we want you to do tomorrow, make sure you got your quarantini, number one. Get your drink. Chime in. And I want you guys to definitely put in your comments and feed and log on and jam out with us. Listen to some great music. We're going to throw it back. We're going to bring it all the way back again. Okay. And we're going to do it up. All right? Thank you guys so much for being here with us. No, I'm not doing no curry chicken. I'm not doing no fried peas. I'm not doing no fried plantain. I'm sorry, Deborah. I'm not. Listen, okay? You won't come to this house and cook. You always demanding food, Miss Deborah. Okay? So we want to make sure that you guys come on tomorrow and support us and continue to support our small business. And
keep tuning in, 6 p.m. every night.
Every night, live with Mel.
That's right.
All right, at Lux Lifestyle Events. Thank you guys for joining us. You have a great night. Thank you. Peace. Love you.